Know this also, that in the last days perilous times will come. Realize this. Difficult, perilous times will come. For men will be lovers of self, lovers of money, boastful, arrogant, revilers, disobedient to parents, and will put grandparents in there. Ungrateful, unholy, unloving, irreconcilable, malicious, gossips, without self-control, brutal, haters of good. They're liars, treacherous, reckless, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, holding to a form of godliness, although they're denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Separating the truth from the lies, coming at you from underneath the Noonan, Georgia. Heavily chemtrailed, sun simulated sky. You're about to receive a dose of the shock treatment. And for your entertainment purposes, maybe, a little imagery, a little trip down memory lane with Shakalaka. Alright? While we discuss the 2Timothy 3 generation that we're in. And if you don't know what that is, let me take it to the verse. Know this, that in the last days perilous times will come. For men will be lovers of self, lovers of money, boastful, arrogant. When we say men, we're talking about mankind. Alright? And we're going to focus primarily tonight on the children. The being disobedient to parents. Disobedient to the grandparents, especially the ones that help raise them. Ungrateful to the grandparents. Ungrateful to the parents. Ungrateful in general. Unholy. Unloving. Irreconcilable. Malicious. Gossips. Without self-control. Brutal. Haters of good. Treacherous. Reckless. Conceited. Lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Holding a form of godliness, although they have denied its power. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. That's what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The 2Timothy 3 generation. Well, let's unpack this, folks. Are there a lot of lovers of money? You saw in that into the music intro, lovers of money. It was 2Timothy 3, counting the money. You still listening to Mickey Mirage or whatever her name is? That hellion? Whatever you put in your ears, whatever you put in your eyes, whatever you put in your mouth comes out, bad or good, one way or another, folks. Well, let's go take a trip down memory lane with me as we discuss the matters at hand. Excuse me there. Let's do Atlanta 2013. I think it was. This is older than that, if I remember correctly, but I don't know. I went there more than once. 245 pounds right there. Hulking and bulking. All right? Take a trip down memory lane with Shakalaka as we discuss the matters at hand, the 2Timothy 3 generation. As I stated, Comrade Arnie over there, and you know what this is. 2Timothy 3 generation, folks. Courtesy of SS Biggs. But we're going to take a look at my dad when he was 17, as we discuss the 2Timothy 3 generation. He first joined the Marines, I think he was 16 when he did, or something like that. He wasn't of age, let's just say that. And, he had to leave the Marines, and so he went to the Army and made a career of that. And we had a good life, all right? And he didn't give up his kids. His wife did him wrong, his first wife. Oh, man, was it bad. But he didn't give up his kids, just like, there are other fathers that don't give up theirs, right? They do the right thing. They don't give it up for selfish desires. The 2Timothy 3 generations. They raise their families. That's what a good person, a good parent does. They don't give it up. They don't worry about whether or not they have to go on the system. You do what you got to do to raise your kids. That's the right way. But we have lost our way. The generation, especially this younger generation, has lost its way. The 2Timothy 3 generation, folks, 100% disabled. He was there for me and mine when I went through my divorce. He certainly was there for me and my kids when I went through my divorce. So was my mother. Good friend Yanni over there, drunk after eating I think it was Chinese over there by La Hacienda Noon. I forgot the name of it. But he was drunk from food. And the memories are nice. It's from January 7th, 2017. I can't believe it's been over 2 years. Unbelievable. Taking 2016 Dunkin' Donuts. Tying a kid's shoe, just running around with his shoelaces untied, trip and fall. But, this is a generation, this younger generation, they're being raised by their grandparents more and more. And, there's a lot of ungrateful grandchildren that are taking that for granted. I'm not saying every child is out there that's been raised by their parent or grandparents. A lot of these parents nowadays that are my age or a little bit younger are falling down on a job. And a lot of these kids, more and more, they're falling down on a job. People in my generation, and younger, the 30s, even in the 20s, they're getting hooked on drugs. So the parents have to pick up the slack and raise the kid, while the mother. Generally, I'm hearing a lot of women in rehab. I'm sure it's guys too, of course, and broken up homes thanks to the system, the helly weird system, the socialist media indoctrination, and the indoctrination at the schools, the crap rap music, the crap they put in their ears, listening to evil weasels, these Luciferians whispering in the ear, going, you don't have to listen to your parents. You could come on over to the dark side. You could come over here and do as thou wilt. Be who you want to be. By the way, Judy McDonald, Catholic comedian, we saw her Trash Tosh. It was at August 22nd, 2015. Delicious food by El Ranchero catered, and it was a great show. So take a look at that. Take a look at the El Ranchero that we partake in. And these kids are just being raised by the grandparents more and more. But do these children? Do they care? Do they are they showing gratitude when they get older, or are they bucking the system, so to speak? Are they forgotten who was loyal to them? Are they forgetting who took care of them and had their back right when the parent wasn't there? More often than not, I'm hearing that these kids are just doing as thou wilt. They'll hit a certain age and they'll listen to the whispering, the devil in their ear going, you're grown up now. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to your dad. You don't have to listen to your grandmother. You just stay out late. You just go lie to them. Romp around. Have sex. Just do what you want to do. Even give up your baby if you have to. Just do what you want to do. And the thing is, if the child who was raised up in a Christian home gives heed to the seducing spirit, gives heed to the occult, gives into the fleshly desires of do as thou wilt, let me go have sex, let me go do things that I've been taught not to do, what the Bible says not to do, let me go slap some satanic tattoos on my body, let me give up my kid in pursuit of a career, let me orchestrate with the mother that's never been there. This is what's happened. They'll go back to the parent that hasn't been there for them. When they get all the curiosity killed the cat. The grass is not greener over there. And if it is, it's fertilized with poison. Fake grass, all right? And bullshit, all right? The occult, the dark side. All right, the grass is not green. A curiosity killed the cat. So what do, these kids? These 2Timothy3 kids, I want to say. Because we have a lot of good kids out there. It's me and my dad at church. Not too long before he passed away. Yes, you did, Dad. You sure did. But I want to say, there's a lot of good Christian kids that are raised up in a good Christian home, and they don't turn out this way, I know I've seen some kids grow their stupid Abraham Lincoln beards in some of these Christian homes, but that's going across the board anyway. Those ugly Abe Lincoln beards. It's the darndest thing. But that's neither here nor there. My point is, there are a lot of good kids that have their heads screwed on straight. But there are a lot of 2Timothy3 kids. Listen, if you're filling your ears with crap rap, all satanic, it's against authority, it sexualizes women, it makes them objects, and, money, clothes, cars, and hoes sort of thing, That's what they're listening to. Butt Rub Club. Oh, take a look. I was volunteered at the Y during a Halloween, I think 2017, and it was Fall Festival, excuse me there. And Cheney's the last name. He's a dentist here and a friend of mine here in Sharpsburg area, and he does a lot of competing with smoking pork and Brunswick stews. Delicious stuff he has, and so every year he goes there and donates his barbecue. Brunswick stew. What else? He's got the hot Brunswick too, I think, if American. Oh, hot chili. He has mild and hot. Oh yeah. Good stuff. By the way, He's got to come over and show me how to work this freaking grill one day. I got to break it in. It's been a couple of years. Still haven't used it. I never used a gas grill or charcoal. I always use a freaking electric, so I'm all thumbs right now with the, not gas, charcoal right now. It's how to work the smoker and barbecue in one. Anyway, these kids, it's either, and it goes for anybody really. You can raise them up right, but it doesn't mean they'll do the right thing. Just like God created us with free will. And these kids, either they're going to go to the dark side, that's what's been in them. They've been indoctrinated. They're too weak to stand on their own. They're too weak-minded to know what's right from wrong or do the right thing. They're too weak. They just want to do as thou wilt. And they're the 2 Timothy 3 generation. But we are in that time frame, folks. And what you see right here, Shock-a-Lock, I believe I was 31. No, maybe 32, 33. Early 2000s, 228 pounds, powerhouse. Those are the days and still are the days. And so, they'll kick their grandparents in the ass, these 2 Timothy 3 generations. The ones that were there from when the parent wasn't there, when the bad parent wasn't there. All right? You know the parent that comes calling that when the child support catches up with him or her? You know that one, right? That's the only time they call. Whisper, hey, how are you? I just, it's your mama. It's your mama. It's your birthday. The ones that weren't there all their for a bulk of their life. So the grandparents and the good parent work in conjunction to raise the kids and give them stability. The grandparents, nice enough maybe to lavish them with clothes, gifts, great food, take them to restaurants in all 9 yards, go to bat for them at school whenever they're accused of something that they might have done or didn't do. We don't know. Stay up late with the projects. I know Grandma does that. Some grandmothers, I know a very special one personally. My mother did that. The grandfather, they know to go to him to get the money, and then kick him in the ass. Kick everyone in the ass. Hey, I'm 18 years old. I get to do what the hell I want to do now. All right, screw you all. Kick you. I ain't going to your funeral either. They're saying, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Pictured right here is Uncle Joey. He was a cop. I forgot his rank, in Brooklyn, in New York City, I should say. And to the left is my Aunt Alice. These are younger days, of course, they're in their 20s. And my mother on the right. So Aunt Alice on the left, Uncle Joey, and Ma. All right, so let's move on, folks. The parents and grandparents, like this one in particular, that's my mother. She had to be taken to the emergency room a couple years ago. I didn't see anybody else around except for myself that had her back and stood there and was with her. I mean, there's a thing called loyalty, folks. And when someone has your back and's been there the whole life, and then and the ones that should have been there were not, you should know what's right from wrong. All right? How could you toss away? How could someone or anyone that was raised by good people throw away people that were 89% and 89% good, we'll say, and maybe 11% not could have been done better, but nobody's perfect, and then they go when they hit a certain age to do as thou wilt, other side of the former family, the ex and all that, the mother that wasn't there, or the father, could be either or, grandparents that certainly weren't there for them, and go there, they only did 11% good, and 89 and 90% bad, or 89% bad, terrible. They weren't there and fought the good parent every step of the way. And go over to that side and just totally kick the good side in the ass. The one that was there, had their back from the whole time, and just take it all for granted and throw it all away. That's the 2 Timothy 3 generation. That's the wicked generation. That's the generation giving heed to seducing spirits. The generation that's, having a form of godliness, but then again, I even question that. Oh yeah, there is a form of godliness. The one that comes, the lollipop parent, the one that's been an absentee parent, the parent that wants to alienate the kids from the good parent. Parental alienation, when she comes whispering, or maybe he, but could be she. Hey, come on over and do as you want. I accept you. I love you. True love wins out. That's what the devil says. That's what the New World Order says. The New World Order comes in love. We should all be tolerant of everything. Yeah, be tolerant of those who have unnatural affection for another person, if you know what I mean. Switch hitting, batting for the other team, right? But don't have tolerance for the good, the Christians. You know what I'm saying? Don't have tolerance for that. That's their message. But they'll come and whisper, go, hey, come on, I missed you. I've missed you. I've tried. You know you haven't tried, you lollipop parent. They'll lie also to the kids when they get older. And if kids are followers and not leaders, right, they'll fall for it. How did you try, parent that wasn't there for 13 years? You didn't try nothing. It ain't hard to pick up a phone. It ain't hard to do the right thing. It ain't hard to, pay your child support. Did you do any of that? No. So how did you try? The only thing you tried was to get away with murder, so to speak. Anyway, that's where we're at. So the kids, nowadays, you need to know who had your back. Your parents, your grandparents. When your parents weren't there, who picked up the slack? Was it your grandparents? Don't you dare kick them in the ass once you get of age, thinking you're all that in a bag of chips, thinking that, you want to go to the grass is green because you're tired of following the rules. You're tired of them telling you to make your damn bed and clean up your room. They shouldn't have to tell you that in the first place. You should already be doing that. All right? And so when they have to crack the whip on you, you want to cry, I'm being hurt, abused. No, you're not. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Sometimes I think a little more of that should have been used. Oh, yeah, around here. So, but the thing is, these 2 Timothy 3 generations, there's a lot of them out there, folks, a lot of them out there. And by the way, looked like my sister Tammy was over there dining at Cracker Barrel right at the same one we were at in Asheville. Look at Tammy, man. Showing up everywhere, just living a life, huh? I don't know who those people are. So the 2 Timothy 3 generation, they want to just do as they please. You forgot who took care of you. Let me tell you something, jackasses. It's a bunch of shit. That's right, I said it. A bunch of it. Right there is where it belongs, all your nonsense. And they'll parade around these kids, girls will say in particular, exactly, wearing skin-tight leggings and booty shorts with their ass hanging out. And then they want to say, oh, well, you're a pervert. That guy's a pervert. Such and such is a pervert. No, who's the pervert? You hate perverts, but you want them staring at your ass, huh? You got the booty shorts on, parading around. You got the tight leggings on, right? Showing, you see it all the time, the yoga pants. But but if you look at it or something like that, you're the pervert. No, you're not the pervert. They're the pervert, in my opinion. The ones parading around this, right? To get people, the guys to rise them or something, get them aroused. So who's the pervert in the end? Take a look at the definition of mother. Mother. There's a mother and then there's a mother. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that don't take care of their kids. Look at the definition of mother. 2 Timothy 3 generation. Let's look at it together. The person who raises, loves, and cares for you. Did your mother, father abandon you? So did they raise you and love you and care for you then? The answer is no, jackass. So why would you go to something like that and kick the other one in the ass after they did all the hard work? And then the one that did shit for 13 years or however, how many years in whatever circumstance you're in, wants to play, all of a sudden want to come in and take over. You let it happen though, didn't you? 2 Timothy 3 generation. You forgot who had your back all the time. You forgot who cleaned up your vomit in the middle of the night. You forgot, didn't you? You forgot, or you don't give a crap anymore because you are wicked. You are 2 Timothy 3 generation. Don't be a 2 Timothy 3. Whatever you are, kids out there, you got parents take care of for you, loving you. You got your grandparents maybe because your parents are absent or whatever, taking care of you. Don't be a 2 Timothy 3 generation person. Be better than that, okay? Be better than that. You want to make someone proud? Make God proud, all right? If you make God proud, you're going to make others who love God proud of you too, okay? By doing the right thing. Forsaking someone, for giving up kids to pursue a career, who's that going to make proud? That makes the devil proud. That's who you made proud. So look at the definition, 2 Timothy 3. The one who comforts you when you're sick. Was that absentee parent comforting you when you're sick? Oh, no. Who was it then? You know who it was. It might have been your dad that was there, stuck by you through thin and thin. Your father. And also your grandfather and your grandmother, huh? You forgot about all that 2 Timothy 3. You forgot about that because you wanted to have a little action, huh? You wanted to go wild, buck wild, and sow your wild oats, huh? You want to do everything that the devil wanted you to do. Well, congratulations. The devil wanted you to break up the family, and you complied. The devil wanted you to give up your kid, and you complied. The devil wanted you to put occult tattoos on you, and you complied. The devil wanted you to take your sibling out of school and turn her and take her to the dark side so she could become a wicked witch, which they're all wicked. And you did it. You did the bidding of the daddy. Of the daddy? Oh no, the devil. That is your daddy. Because you did all the wicked things. So if I were you, 2 Timothy 3 generation, I would definitely repent of that. Repent, repent, repent. The woman who laughs with you and cries with you. Was your absentee parent there crying with you and laughing with you? Were they there at your graduation? No, they didn't give a damn. Especially the parents, and then the same parent that might have done something bad to your sibling. I don't know, take them on a spree of homelessness and drugs. That's good? I mean, what's wrong with these kids? What's wrong with these people? It's the indoctrination. They're weak is what it is. They're weak, and they're so filled with the devil, with devilish things like the music they listen to. Let me tell you something. You got that crap in your ear, the earbuds. You're listening to crap rap, which is satanic. Or a lot of this music actually is satanic. It actually runs on satanic frequencies. But the thing is, you got it in your ear, you're right, and then you're listening to someone maybe at work or something going, girlfriend, you don't have to listen to him. You're 19 years old. You can do whatever you want. You pay your bills. You pay your bills. Did you pay the truck that you're supposed to buy? Did you pay that bill? Did you pay back your grandfather $500? I'm just asking these questions. I'm just saying, or whatever money you owed someone. Did you pay? You paid your Metro PCS bill, right? So you paid your bills? You don't even know what bills are then. But you listen to it. You listen to the serpent, huh? At work. You listen to them. You listen to the world. You know, I had an aunt that once said one of my cousins was worldly. That was supposed to be a good thing. No, that's wicked. That is wicked, man. So, the person who loves you, even when you aren't exactly lovable. Are you lovable right now, 2 Timothy 3 generation? Are you? No, you're not. Someone who exhibits infinite patience. Ho, ho, ho. Good thing I'm not a mother, because I've run out of it, quite frankly. And as you see here, ladies and gentlemen, 17-year-old, I believe it was, 1987, yeah. Shaka Laka, right before graduation, 1987, Ikaida High School. Oh, and by the way, you're not looking at a 2 Timothy 3 generation kid right there. Guy, that's me, by the way. You're looking at someone that, you know, his father, biological father from Argentina, cheated on my mom. I knew the story, lived it as a baby, really. Did drugs, and, slept around and tried to resort to abuse and all that. Did you see me go kissing his ass after she raised me? Did you see me forsake my mother and my father, Robert Schock, who raised me and took care of me and us kids? Did you see me say F you to them and go to to the dark side or that side? No. And it's not to say I don't forgive him. And it's not to say we might not get reconciled if a particular person didn't F that one up in my family. Going to my biological side, spreading BS, but that's neither here nor there. No, but you didn't see me kicking my mom in the ass. She had my back I'm loyal. I was loyal to my dad, but he passed away. It doesn't mean I don't live my own life, but it certainly, what it means is I'm not kicking them in the ass. I'll be around. I'll be around. Certainly not kicking them in the ass. And this is Lassie Dog, 2015, August 6th in Union City. We went to emergency, I forgot what this was, looking in the eye. It's an emergency room like over there for vets, pets I should say. I don't know, Mom probably remember that one, what it was there for. But I know we were there a long time, hours into the night. I'm gonna do that again. I think this was 2015, Lassie. She's got the C word that rhymes with answer right now, folks, and I don't know, it could be Lassie's last leg. But the thing is, it's getting late and I gotta wrap this up. I think this is going to be a Monday thing. This is urgent. This just in. 2 Timothy 2 generation. Don't be a 2 Timothy 2 generation kid or person for that matter. Adult. We got a lot of those around too. Do the right thing. August 4th, 2015 at Brick House. I guess we were there for wing night. 35-cent wings, by the way, there. I like to get the Venom. That's just a side note. Trip down memory lane. But that's the woman right there to help. Not only when she married Robert, he's not my biological father, but he's my dad. It's my father. He raised me 40 years. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not who gave birth to you. It's not who, it's who took care of you. That's the one you need to be, loyal to. That's the person you shouldn't be kicking in the ass all the more. But the second Timothy 3 generation, that's what they do. Then they want to cry to me, Argentina, cry to you, Argentina, years later. You really did a lot of damage, pal. You really did. Don't be a second Timothy 3 kid. Please, teenagers. Get right with God. Follow the Bible. Follow the 10 Commandments. Do the right thing. Honor thy mother and father, and your days will be long. Take a look at Mom. She not only inherited 3 kids when she married my dad and raised them, but also inherited 3 more in 2001 when I went to the Big D and don't mean Dallas. And all I'm going to say about that is my mother and father were there and did things for kids, my kids, that no other grandparents would stick their neck out for at all. Lavish vacations, going to school to, going to defend them when necessary, staying up late with projects, wiping the vomit off the rug, cleaning the rug, putting up with their shenanigans when they got to be teenagers. I mean, a host of things. And, and the last thing you'd expect is for any kid to be ungrateful, but that's the second Timothy 3 generation that we're in right now, folks. So don't go down that road. It's a bad road. It's a road that leads to bad things. I mean, screwing around, burning bridges, poisoning the well. Certain sides of the family could lead to. It could lead to getting in trouble, maybe getting raped. I don't know. It could lead to bad things because you're not honoring your mother and father. You're not honoring your grandmother and grandfather, and God is none too pleased. So don't be a second Timothy 3 kid. I'm begging you kids out there, do the right thing, get saved, get Jesus in your heart, and follow the Bible, God's Word. God will lead you right. Jesus will lead you down the clear path, the right way. Now, the path to heaven is narrow, but you can do it. You can do it. I have confidence you can do it, but you got to get right with God, and you got to stick with Jesus. Does it mean you're going to be perfect? No. But then you repent when you screw up. You don't keep on keeping on. And looks like two foot hot dog at Dairy Queen. I don't know. That's what it looks like. If I remember correctly, about four or 5 years ago. I was 245 pounds there, but I still worked out, did cardio. But the point is, to everybody, don't be a second Timothy 3 generation. It's satanic. It's the occult. It's everything of the devil. All right? That's why God warns you of these things. People and party sheeple. Do the right thing. If you got a grandmother that's raising your kids, grandfather, go there and give them a hug. You're 18 years old, don't buck the system. Don't say cluck you to them and totally go off the deep end of the dark side. Stick with them. It doesn't mean you're not going to live your life and go into college and stuff like that, but you want to keep a nice, healthy, loving relationship with them because they deserve that. They were there for you. They had your back. There's not going to be anybody else that'll have your back like your parent, a good parent will say, and good grandparents. All right? There's no one else is going to have your back like that. Not your friends, not the world. You went the way of the world, became worldly. Congratulations. You're supposed to be godly, not worldly. It's destruction, you are worldly, and it does lead to a path. It's a path of destruction. It's insane on the membrane. There's a two-footer. Better Pips, Uncle Pip. I miss him. I do. So here's my dad's uniform. He was 100% disabled, Vietnam vet in the U.S. Army, and he passed away February 15th, Valentine's Day, 2015. February 15th. What a day, huh? What a day for my dad to pass away. Unbelievable. And I have the immediate family, me and Ma, the only ones that attended. Oh, Bobby did, and Tammy, I take that back, and Bobby's kids at the time. That's true. And so it's unbelievable where we're at. Pray up and get your soul right with Jesus. And if you burned the bridge, if you became a second Timothy tree kid or person, you're gonna have to. It ain't gonna be easy. Go to the person that you've kicked in the ass and did wrong, and ask for forgiveness and discuss. You're gonna have to wind up discussing what you did. Same thing with God. If you commit a sin, you can't just go to God basically and say, God, forgive me of all my sins. You're supposed to name him like, God, look, I'm struggling with cursing today. I was really angry. I shouldn't have been. Please forgive me. Please help me not to do that again. God, I lusted today. I lusted again. I shouldn't do that. I know that. And I know Paul says I'm doing things that I don't want to do and not doing things that I want to do. I want to do the right thing. Forgive me, Father. Greater is he who's in me than he who's in the world. Your mercy. Thank you for your mercy. God's grace is greater.
and forgive me and help me not to do that. You don't just keep on keeping on and turning a blind eye to it and not addressing it. That's not a healthy way. Just like Dayton Wigington of geoengineeringwatch.org says, a healthy mind is one that confronts the situation, whether good or bad, even if it's dire. So there's my dad's uniform. May he rest in peace. And may you out there who are being raised by your grandparents or parents that are good to you, keep a healthy, loving relationship with them. Honor them, be loyal to them, and never forsake them, because they have not forsaken you. I'm going to leave it right there for now. Until next time you receive the shock treatment.